Alright, we are here on the console. So I'm using the Yamaha ql5. Okay, so the scenes sure I've saved here with the other performers, everything. Let's we call this other one. Alright, let's go back. So all of these are fader banks from 1 to 32, 32 to 64, because this is only 32 channel, but can be expandable to 64 using this Yamaha Rio Dante Rock. Yeah, so can be expanded into 64, 32, and then same as 16 omni outputs, plus the outputs from all those mixers. So everything goes on the front of house, on the panels. Yeah. So regarding this, about vocal microphones, usually use the high pass filter. Okay, during the EQ. So this is just a very quick video. So usually use for the HPF, so that all microphones cut on its low part, so that to avoid the boo boo, the pops on the low part. So you get a turn of this one, everything goes on the middle. So you can adjust this one as long as you get the one till here, but this is usually up to 50. Yeah, the slopes. So the way this being bent on the frequency. Yeah, that's it. So usually I put down on this 5K or 1K, because these frequencies have great noise, and it depends on the vocals and the one who is talking and using this using the vocal microphone, as long as doesn't feedback, because most of the feedbacks comes from this 5K to everything. So you can twist some of the frequencies which are not good and unnecessarily. Yeah, so that's all for the EQ. We have the selection for this, for the precise, aggressive, smooth, for what slope do you want. If you want a more, it's like an HPF, it's like a low pass filter, can bring it down more here, or it can but like a V type. So it depends on what you want. So if you want to reset it, put it in the flat, then everything will be resetted. Okay, so about compressions used for high peaks. So you want to negative 12 dB, and you want to limit it only for 6 dB. Let's say for example 6 dB. You only want to, so to limit, to put it in the limit, so cannot pick on the top over. Alright, so we have the knee, the way soft or hard it is, out gain, and the attack and release from the input going to the output. So that's compression. So we have also the gate. So the gate works usually for the drums, especially, so that it can close the microphones, the input. If it is not used on it depends on the sensitivity of the microphone. If it is just as very little, very minimum input, it can close, and then it opens when it comes to hard punch for the drums. So that's the gate. So it gates, it closes what how the sensitivity of the input. So you have also the effect rocks. Usually effect rocks, I usually use the auto mixers for some singers. So I can use this is the great feature for the ql5 channel mixer. So this is the Dan Dugan sound design. You can put it input patching all those microphones, if whatever you want, so whatever number, then that's it. So for it depends on the plugins you want. So it goes here in the inserts. So everything on the rock. So the effects here, it's only the verb hole, but sometimes it depends on what kind of parameters do you want. You want to use a long one, but I use also 1.4, sometimes 1.12, but this is very long already. 2.3, not too much. So it depends on the way you mix your kind of effects. So it all goes on the auxiliaries. So whole, you can send it on your monitors, whatever you want. The faders, so you have the monitors here at the top, the side, horns written. So if a singer asks for, or the host asks for the monitor, so you can pull it up here. And then if you want to send a whole or a reverb to the monitors, see, so it's here, everything is patched. So I usually put a reverb or the vocals. Okay, so for the instruments depends on the, so on the kick I usually have the EQ like have a little bit high for the tick and for the low. Yeah. Snare I usually use for, it's like for the SM57. So that's all for the, and what else, so DCAs can store it, can make it for the group. So like for example, all of these instruments, and be only the one fader. So everything was selected on the DCA number 6. So DCA 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's here with the band. You can mute all those band instruments. Also, whatever you want, you can put it there. So what else? Okay, during serious matters about the vocals, about monitor, especially in the production show, the technique that I'm using is that I usually double patch the call that the fader to another with the same input, but the auxiliaries have a separate one. Like for example 21 we have the CD, so everything goes here. You have to select this one and put it also to input 21. Okay, override. So this is also input 21, but you want this 20 to become the monitor for this CD, right? So you have to disable this one, stereo mono, so that it doesn't come to the main speakers. So this one, you can disable all these monitors because it can be double. So this would be is a virtual fader, so you can put an EQ whatever you want, because some singers, they want no compressors. You can turn off, but you have to postpaid, especially of course this one, because it doesn't come out with a okay. So it's something like that. So everything goes here. Monitors for the vocals all alone, and you can do different EQ for the house and different EQ for your monitors, so that it may avoid the feedbacks and everything. So that's all. So we're using virtual Dante here because super production shows use some time codes going to the lighting system, everything. So thank you. This is Christian. Thank you.